Hi folks, Nana Bob here in Port Prehistorique again, and today we're going to start exploring the Morrison expansion. We're standing here over by the Dilophosaurus exhibit, Riverside, and if we turn around, we see the bridge entrance, and in the distance, the far Morrison portion of the park. So let's go over to the bridge and cross it. It's a long bridge. The river's pretty wide. And in the middle of the bridge, you can see it coming up on the left, we have a restaurant. It's the usual full restaurant module with some outside seating and shade structures as well to make it comfortable for the guests. And let's walk down to the end because obviously there's some viewing here. The island in the middle of the river is landscaped, and hopefully we'll be getting animals at some point. I'll have some probably rework to do there. You can see a waterfall on the far distance upriver, and as we finish crossing the bridge, you'll see the land, of course, obviously, as it does when you cross the bridge, opens up again. To our right, we have a large restroom. And ahead of us, the structure we're headed for. So there's the restroom, built out of various pieces. I'll continue on up this hill. There's space on the right for another habitat. And we're starting to see the Torvosaurus viewing area. And you can see a big Torvosaurus up there. So that's intended to guide the visitors up to where they can get into the viewing platform. And we've got a couple of food kiosks over there in the building. Just to keep the amenities up here and help draw the visitors up. So there is a wheelchair ramp set here as a way to get our handicapped visitors up onto the platform, and stairs for the rest of our guests. Up there is the Torvosaurus. It'd be great if it were a 3D statue instead of this flat piece, but it is what it is. That's what we got in game right now. And we pull up and get our first look into the habitat. There's the Torvosaurus disappearing behind the trees and another one appearing. There's two in here, male and female, and they need a pretty fair bit of habitat because of the two of them. So there are viewing binoculars, as one needs to have in large habitats. The platform here is pretty plain. It does, of course, have info screens and some benches as well as those binoculars. But we get a pretty good view of the waterhole area here, where both the animals are hanging out right now. Oh, going to go for that retro stance there. And do a little bit of collision as they weave back and forth through each other. It's inevitable, I'm afraid. But this is, like I said, a pretty big habitat. There's a care building in the back there. It's just mostly a shell right now, as I've been doing of late, with the recent announcement that more backstage props are coming. Obviously, we can have some more fun with that kind of stuff. Looking forward to that. So here's the aerial view. And there's the waterhole area, and then a more elevated platform. There's enrichment up there to draw the animals up there, and that should make them visible from the path, at least at certain points. And you can see the care building in the back there, and that's also set up to take another Morrison animal we don't have in game yet, but they're coming. And they're coming in several varieties. Not sure which one I'll use. Probably one of the smaller species, because Torvosaurus has for the longest time been considered the largest Jurassic predator. The animal called Saurophaganax rivals it in size. And it may or may not be an allosaur. There's apparently a paper in works to clarify that. Anyway, so that gives you a good idea of what the habitat looks like, and we will close out today's video with some animal footage, starting with a sleeping Torvosaurus. We'll have more Morrison in the next video. And oh, big roar, big roar. These guys were very chatty while I was filming. Yes, very chatty. They seem to be keen on doing that kind of thing. Anyway, this one's walking along the water hole roaring, because why not? And you can see the rocks, or you could have seen the rocks by the Care building, sort of masking it from public view as a building, at least mostly. Yes, roar. You can see the blood pumpkin under there. It draws them up here, and it gives them a nice look over the area. And they should be able to see the big paddock there in the background from up here. So a little bit of enrichment for them. Excuse me. Yeah, sorry. So apologies there for the roughness of my voice. I've got some kind of bug or something, which is causing my voice to give out on occasion. And that's another Care built. Thank you. Yes, all the chatty dinosaurs. I had been about to say the building in the back there is another Care building, and it too is a shell. Oh, we're snorfing. You gonna do anything else? I'll give that little Torvosaurus smile. Big thumpy footprints. The Trello says the footprints may change on modular pieces. I think they are generally awfully loud on simple substrate, but it is what it is. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed stopping by today, seeing the latest in Port Prehistorique. My fingers are crossed. Yes, I know. Yes, yes, yes. Roar, roar, roar. That I won't have to rebuild this park when the fence rework changes anything. Anyway, you all take care of each other out there, and I hope to see you again in another video. Be back next week with another one. Until then, be good. See you then.